He threw that patch on, make it look like he was in a club, but he was never in a club.
They want to be able to tack like 15 felonies upon jaywalking across the street. This outlaw motorcycle member and it doesn't matter what they stack on you.
Because they're a friend or they know somebody and they start hanging them around and making them official hang around. Next thing you know, they're prospecting. Before you know it, they got a patch. And I'm going, you've never been in a club.
His dad was a bandito. He borrowed $100 from the club. It might have been 1,000. I don't know. But his own son was 86.
I think it was from that point on, I was like, one day, I'm going to be one of those guys.
And he said, if you don't get on a stand, you're going to lose. You're going to jail. I said, I can't take the stand.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today it's New Year's. Happy New Year's to everybody out there. There's a lot of great things going on. We are moving forward. Joe, what's good? How are you? Before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother, sister's friend about Chatting with Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. Thank you guys for joining me. Hope you guys have a great New Year's Eve. Stay safe. Don't drink and drive. If you drink, make sure you call Uber or some shit. A lot of people crash on New Year's. They end up getting arrested. I've seen a wild crash on New Year's one year. Joe, how are you? Paula, what's good? Thank you for joining me. Lindsay, how are you? Happy New Year to you. I appreciate everything you do for this show. If you guys want to donate, you can hit up the Cash App at Chattin with Staxx, or you can hit up Venmo, PayPal, Super Sticker, Super Chats, Zelle, all that good stuff. And if you want to be a guest on Chattin with Staxx, just email me at billstaxx2021@gmail.com. So, we got a lot to talk about today. We're going to talk about I think it's Ian, right? Ian Ziering? Is that how you say it? We're going to talk about Ian Ziering. Him getting sued for the biker brawl that went down. We are going to talk about 2 members of the Pagans Motorcycle Club have been arrested for the alleged stabbing that happened in Tazewell. A member of the Thug Riders Motorcycle Club has pleaded guilty to charges related to the big RICO case that they had going on. So we're going to talk about all this. We're going to talk a little bit about, what's his name? Ryan Wedding again. And we're going to talk about a motorcycle club that was stopped by the police from helping people. What? That's a crazy story. And we're going to talk about Operation Icebreak that went down. I believe this was in Florida. Crazy. A lot of people got busted. We're going to talk about this. Shout out to everybody out there. I had a great year. I really did. Things are great. Scrap, what's good? Shout out to Scrap Irons in the building. Thank you guys all for joining me. I really appreciate all your support. We're almost at 21,500. We're almost getting up to. And we just keep growing every day. Gory Rory, what's good? Happy New Year. I will be on later. I got a couple guests that are going to be joining me. I will be on with Biker News Canada tomorrow to explain, why do I even do this? He's going to get the inside scoop on it all. So don't miss that. I think it's at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. I don't know if he has a thumbnail ready, already set. I'm not sure. Hell yeah. We just got another interview in the bag. You know, we get the best interviews. in the business, and we got some pretty good ones lined up. Yeah, we got some good ones lined up. So there's a lot of shit going on. I've seen this weird post. Very weird. I'm like never seen it. It's like so sketchy. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Let me show you guys this. Listen. Don't kill the messenger, right? Look at this weirdo shit. I'll pay $100 to smell a Hell's Angel bike seat. What? What are these people doing? Like, where do they come up with this shit? People are nuts. People are nuts. But anyway, let's talk about the situation over there in Tazewell, Tennessee. I honestly think they trumped up these charges, and I don't think they're gonna stick with the wild charges that they got on these guys. It's crazy. They've been charged with kidnapping, believe it or not. Like, how do they get charged with kidnapping? So it says Pagans MC member from Johnson City criminally charged in the Tazewell convenience store incident. The Tazewell, Tennessee incident over the weekend involving the Pagans Motorcycle Club has resulted in 2 members being criminally charged. Christopher Hughes, 45, of Johnson City, and Patrick Troy Warren, 34, of Cleveland, are the Pagans associates that were reportedly part of the incident on Saturday at the Cat Daddy's Market that was reportedly packed with bikers until the stabbing incident. The victim has been identified by the TPD as Cody Henderson, 33, of Maynardville. Usually they don't put the victim's identity out there, but they did. He's from Maynardville. He was treated at the UC Medical Center and released. So listen to these charges. They're insane. Hughes is charged with aggravated assault, aggravated kidnapping, aggravated robbery, according to police, while Warren faces one charge of assault. Charged with kidnapping. What? Previous reports said that the Pagans members who sped off from the scene led officers on a pursuit extended through Union City. One of the bikers involved in the crash. No updates have been listed on his condition. So we'll bring you guys more updates as they become available. That's pretty crazy. I mean, kidnapping charges? Nah. Yeah, I don't think they have. Hey, we got Hatchet in the house. We got a new show with Hatchet dropping today. He's going to give us an update on what's been going on with him. A lot of people are interested on what is going on with Hatchet. So I have the scoop on what is going on. We had a good discussion yesterday, and you guys will get the first look at it tonight. I'm going to be dropping a new show tonight, and you guys will get the first inside scoop on what's going on with Hatchet. So, in other news, you guys know that Ian Ziering, right? Living life. Nomadic, what's going on? Happy New Year. Thank you for joining me today. So, a member of the Thug Riders has pleaded guilty. Thug Riders, what's next for the 14 members of the motorcycle club accused of federal crimes? This is from December 30th. The trial date is pending for members of the Thug Riders Motorcycle Club accused of conspiring to commit violent crimes in Ohio and Kentucky. The gang's trial, it's not a gang, it's a motorcycle club, but it says gang here. The gang trial was scheduled to start on October 20th, but has been rescheduled according to the U.S. Attorney's Office. 14 members of the club were charged with combination of racketeering, conspiracy charges, and attempted assault charges. As of December 23rd, 10 members have pleaded guilty. I'm not going to read all these names, but there are some that haven't pleaded guilty. Henry was sentenced to 30 months in prison, 3 years supervised release. Rader was sentenced to 15 months in prison, 1 year probation. Hutton was sentenced to 18 months in prison, 1 year probation. Hawkins sentenced to 3 years in prison, 3 years supervised release. Brandon Fisher had a change of plea hearing scheduled for October 7th, but the outcome of the hearing wasn't available as of December 23rd. The remaining members face charges are Joel Marshall, John Smith, and Norman Beach. The Thug Riders are accused of participating in violent crimes in Dayton, Huber Heights, Harrison Township, Springfield, Logan County, London, Ohio, Lexington, Kentucky. The Thug Riders were reportedly involved in a deadly shooting of 43-year-old Joseph Nicholson of Harrison Township, September 26, 2021. Also allegedly had a shootout and gunfights over other motorcycle clubs in Lexington, Kentucky, according to federal records. Members detonated an explosive device in former member's truck in Huber Heights in May of 2021 after a former member left the club without paying the $1,000 exit fee and didn't surrender their motorcycle. Allegedly. This is all alleged. Robles helped create the Dayton charter of the Thug Riders and was the Midwest regional boss at the time of the incident, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office. Other members reportedly held leadership roles. So this guy just pleaded guilty. Another member of the Thug Riders Motorcycle Club has faces remarkable allegations, including murder, arson, racketeering. Brent Engelson, or BEZ36, agreed to the charges against him for the following: commission of violent crime in the aid of racketeering, attempted assault with a dangerous weapon. His sentencing date is currently unavailable. So we'll let you know what happens with that. And I believe the other ones are going to go to trial, possibly. This is a crazy situation. Operation Icebreak. Did you guys ever hear of this? Anyone? Let's see here. So Operation Icebreak shatters a drug ring across Sarasota, Manatee, and Pasco counties. 14 have been charged. And these are the alleged 14 people. Sarasota County, Florida, a year-long investigation into the flow of deadly narcotics across Florida's Sun Coast have resulted in a major tactical takedown. Sarasota County Sheriff's Office announced the result of Operation Icebreak, a massive sweep to dismantle a multi-county trafficking network that put 14 people behind bars. Running from 2024 to early 2025, the investigation focused on a large-scale distribution channels moving methamphetamine and fentanyl throughout the region. According to investigators, the probe requires extensive coordination between local, state, and federal agencies. By the time the operation concluded, detectives had filed 40 felony charges and remove what they described as a high-level traffickers from the community. Authorities say networks spanning several jurisdictions with arrests made in Sarasota, Brenton, Venice, and into Pasco County. Suspects and charges. Among those facing most serious allegations are Michael Chad Bennett, 47, of Sarasota. He is charged with multiple counts, including sale of controlled substance, trafficking, both methamphetamine and fentanyl. Investigators have zeroed in on suspects moving significant quantities of narcotics. Peter Trodu, 48, of Sarasota. Trisha Steffs, 44 of Venice. Both were charged with conspiracy to traffic fentanyl and methamphetamine. The operation revealed the reach an alleged ring, with several suspects facing charges tied to trafficking amounts of 200 grams or more, specifically involving Pasco counties, including Alyssa DeRose, 25, Jesus Pina, 39 of Sarasota, Jason Strudd, 42 of Inglewood. Other individuals arrested and charged with conspiracy to traffic methamphetamine, including Rockford Upton, 57, Andrew Scott, 32, both of Brenton. Scott also faces fentanyl charges. Those are bad. Like I heard, if you get charged with fentanyl charges now, they upped like the penalties for that charge because the president detonated a weapon of mass destruction. Caitlin Dupree, for 28 years old of Brenton, also faces fentanyl charge. Ashley Warland, 41, Dora Dixon, 59, Eric Walker, 45. Additionally, James Edward, 42, was charged with conspiracy to traffic fentanyl, while Walter Lint, 59. These are all older people. Like you would think they would have better judgment skills. They face the charge of possession of hydromorphine. But the manhunt continues. While the bulk of the network are in custody, deputies are still looking for 2 suspects with outstanding warrants that may have been issued. For Joe Clevis Bell, 34 of Brenton, faces 3 counts related to the conspiracy to traffic methamphetamine and fentanyl. Authorities are also searching for Timothy Chipman, 50, for conspiracy to traffic methamphetamine. Officials noted that due to the volume of the narcotics seized, several of the defendants are facing mandatory minimum prison sentences. The sheriff's office stated Operation Icebreak serves as a testament to their commitment to fighting the opioid crisis and disrupting the supply chain to bring the illicit drugs into local neighborhoods. So that's that. They're going to be spending New Year's in prison. Fucking sucks for them. It is crazy, right? Anthony, what's going on? $10 years ago. What do you mean 10 years ago? Anthony laughs a lot. So, let's see. So, Ian Zering, the 90210 star. If you guys haven't seen this video, go check out on Patreon. I put the whole incident up there. So, Ian Ziering is sued over 2023 Hollywood Boulevard incident with bikers. I think he got the brunt of the shit, too, when all this happened. Hollywood, California, Beverly Hills 90210 star and actor Ian Ziering is facing a lawsuit over a brawl he had with a group of motorbike riders on New Year's Eve in 2023. The suit stems from an incident that occurred in Hollywood on December 31st. It wasn't immediately clear what prompted the altercation, in which took place on Hollywood Boulevard near Highland Avenue around 3 p.m. Los Angeles Police Department confirmed at the time. The actor, who was 59 at the time, took to social media days after the brawl and called it a result of hooliganism. So it was a bunch of young kids, right? Here is a article from that day. Actor Ian Ziering takes a beating from mini bike riders in Hollywood. So he's the one being sued, but he took the beating. Actor Ian Ziering, best known for his role on 90210, appears to have caught on camera a fight with a group of people riding motorized mini bikes in Hollywood on New Year's Eve. Officers responded to the area of Hollywood Boulevard and Highland Avenue around 3 p.m. Reports of a fight that broke out with a group of bikers who were driving recklessly in the area. Los Angeles Police Department confirmed. It is unclear on what prompted the brawl between Ziering and the bikers, but the video posted by the tabloid outlet shows the actor pushing one of the mini bike riders, who was right in front of what seems to be his SUV before all-out fight broke out. 59-year-old Sharknado star is then immediately ganged up on by several of the bikers. In an attempt to get away, Ziering makes a dash across busy Hollywood Boulevard, dragging his attackers along with him. It's a pretty dramatic video. When he gets to the other side of the street, the footage shows him fighting back as he gets walloped by one of the bikers, eventually breaking free and running away on the sidewalk. They reported that both bikers and Ziering left the scene with their vehicles. It is unknown if anyone involved in the violent scuffle was seriously injured. So I think that's what he's... That's pretty crazy. So it says here, while stuck in traffic, in my car, I was approached aggressively by one of the riders, leaning on an unsettling condition. Ziering said on an Instagram post, in an attempt to assess my damage, I exited my car. This action unfortunately escalated into a physical altercation, which I navigated to protect myself. I'm relieved to report that my daughter and I are both completely unscathed, but the incident has left me deeply concerned about the growing boldness of such groups who disrupt public safety and peace. The post caption continued, this situation highlights the larger issue of hooliganism on our streets and the need for effective law enforcement response as such behavior. Fast forward almost 2 years to the day, one of the bikers is suing the Sharknado star for assault and battery and emotional damages. I don't think he's going to win this shit. According to the civil complaint filed in the LA County, holy shit, the plaintiff, Jacob Henderson, says Zering verbally and physically abused him while he and others were riding motorized mini bikes between cars. Well, you probably shouldn't be doing that. That's illegal to begin with, right? You can't ride a fucking mini bike on the street and then get involved with an altercation and try to sue the guy. The complainant alleges Hernandez and his group were waiting for a safe time to change lanes when Zering stepped out of his car and began yelling at Hernandez, who didn't respond initially. Zering then became physical and shoved the then 20-year-old to the ground, causing personal injury and damage to his vehicle, the complaint alleges. Months later, Hernandez was arrested and booked on felony vandalism after the video of the incident led to the identification. The district attorney office and later denied to press charges. The footage of the brawl appeared to show Zering confront and shoving one of the mini bike riders who was blocking his vehicle before three to four additional bikers jumped into. One of them was throwing punches, appeared to hit the actor in the face. One of the mini bike riders captured swinging an object at the victim, nearly striking him. The Los Angeles Police Department said in a news release that the arrests were made after assault and mini bike riders vandalized the motorist vehicle while his 10-year-old child remained in the front seat. So this dude ran away and left his kid in the car? Like, who does that? In another video, Zering is seen consoling his daughter in the street when the group eventually backed off and leaves the scene. Zering did not immediately comment on the suit. Hernandez is seeking different damages and punitive damages, citing significant impact on his mental health since the incident. He must be one of these fucking crybaby people, right? Oh my God, I'm so terrorized about the incident. That's crazy. What do you guys think of that? Do you think he'll win? And do you think he'll get any money? Grumpy Italian. Thank you for joining me, Grumpy Italian. Happy New Year to everybody. We got a lot of great things in store for the new year. We got this documentary that's going to be dropping. All kinds of great stuff on the way. There's one more part to the Anthony interview, right? That's the New Hampshire, ex-New Hampshire Hells Angel. We got, there's tons of interviews. Let me think. What other ones? I got this interview. This interview's coming up.
Staxx, and I'm chatting with Staxx.
That one. Let's see if I can find it. This guy, Nick, he tells me a story. It's pretty wild. Wait till you see that video. It's pretty crazy. Tells me a wild story. Seems these guys got a lot to say lately. Ain't that right, Twinkleberries? That's their names, the Twinkleberries. Let's take a flashback in time. Let's see. I got the prison stories that are going to be dropping. Matter of fact, let me see if I have a whole bunch that are ready. Check this out.
And new this morning, a Stark County jury has found Shango guilty of murdering 24-year-old Rachel Sheridan. The jury convicted Go on several charges Friday, including murder and gross abuse of a corpse. The case dates back to July when sanitation workers found Sheridan's body dumped in a park in Canton. Go and Sheridan were dating at the time of the murder. He is scheduled to be sentenced on November 18th.
You want to tell me where you're from? Where you born and raised?
Okay, I'm from Canton, Ohio, born and raised, Stark County.
And what was your early life like?
So growing up, I grew up with my auntie. My mom and dad had a lot of trouble in their lives growing up, so I was with them until I was about 3, and then I bounced around in foster care until I was about 5, and then I was adopted by my aunt and my uncle, and that would be my dad's sister, my auntie, and lived with them up until they had got a divorce.
You want to stay tuned for that one because he tells me on what really happened, what he thinks happened, and I want to know what you guys think about the situation. So I interviewed a lot of people that were convicted of murder, and because they were convicted of the crimes, right, they can talk about. I told them, tell me what the state alleges, and then tell me what you say happens. And then you guys make your decision at the end, and you tell me what you guys think happened. That's how that's going to go. We got a bunch of them. We got a lot of pretty famous stories. Here's another one.
This call, press 0. To refuse this call.
You are in prison. You want to tell me your name and what you're in prison for?
Yeah, my name is Quentin Nixon. I'm currently incarcerated for an alleged murder, improper handling of a firearm, as well as tampering with evidence. I'm doing a 21 to life bid right now.
So what was your early life like? So you want to stay tuned for that. It's a pretty good little series I got. There's a whole bunch of different ones. This other one, this one dude killed this woman, right? And these two guys were alleged Hell's Angel members. And crazy situation. And he talks about all of it. Damn, didn't get the notification today. I hate being late. Ken, thank you for joining me. Happy New Year. New England Rider, what's going on? Happy New Year. Appreciate you joining me. Make sure you guys hit me up for merch. Start your own fucking podcast. And I'm going to get the thing that makes it like it's in the fabric. It's not going to be like, definitely make it look a little more professional. I'm going to be back on later, and I'm going to have some people on. We're going to chop it up. We're going to look at some of the old interviews I've done, and we're going to hang out. And I got a world premiere exclusive tonight about Hatchet from the Cossacks Motorcycle Club down there in Texas. There's a huge announcement. You don't want to miss it. Hope you guys have a great day. Thank you all for joining me today. I got a lot to do. I got a lot more editing to do, but I'll be back on later with some special guests that are going to be joining me. So hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you. If you guys like this show, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you could get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother, sister's friend about Chatting with Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. If you want to donate, you can hit up the Cash App at Chatting with Staxx, or you can hit up the Venmo, PayPal, Super Sticker, Super Chat, Zelle, all that good stuff. If you want to tell your story on Chatting with Staxx, just email me at billstax2021@gmail.com. Have a safe night, and put your notifications on for later. I will make the link in a couple minutes, so it will be there. I appreciate all you guys. And remember, don't be a bitch.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged. And investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.